Okay, so this is a quick video on how to make a mind map using Google Slides. You're going to get a question like this one. In fact, you're going to get this question. And on the second page, we're going to have a go at making a mind map. Now, this isn't particularly difficult. It just requires us to think a little bit logically. And we're going to use shapes primarily to do this. So it doesn't really matter which shape you use. I'm going to go with a square just because it's easy, but anything would be fine so long as it is sensible to type in. Okay, so we're going to stick a square in the middle, and here we are going to put our main topic. Okay, our main topic goes in the center. Okay, now around that goes our sort of key ideas, I suppose. Now, the exam will often refer to these as nodes or subnodes, and all these are the main ideas that link to that. Okay, so I might use I'll use circles for this. Okay, so main ideas. Okay, and you might have a handful of them, maybe 4 ideas. Okay. Now, around each one of those, you're going to have anything that relates to that idea. So, if our main topic was, say, sports cars, one of our main ideas might be colors. And then off of that, you might have a series of colors. I'm going to use diamonds for this. And you might have 3 or 4. Okay, 3 or 4 colors that relate, or 3 or 4 sub-ideas that relate to this main idea. So if I was actually to lay that out, it might look a little bit like this. So I might put sports cars in the middle. I might say colors in here. And then in here, I might say red. I'm going to have to make all of these bigger. Tell you what, I will tidy this up. Never mind. And here I might say blue. And in this last one, I might say, I don't know, yellow. Okay. Now, if you're doing a really, really nice job of this, you obviously would have done. Oh, I spelled yellow wrong. You obviously would have done something for each one of these, and you're probably not going to be doing sports cars, let's face it. And then you might think about linking them up. Now, this is a little bit of a faff. It doesn't really work that well, but if you click on here, you can select arrows, and then if you go over the dots, you can link like this. Annoyingly, though, you do have to click that button every time you want a new arrow. So we could link like this. And then, obviously, from our main ideas, we're going to link to our sub-ideas, or from our nodes, we're going to link to our sub-nodes. So we might say 1 to here, another to here, and another to here. Okay, and actually, it doesn't really hurt to add a little bit of color to this. So we might say the center is going to be green, the next thing out is going to be red, and maybe the last 3 points, our subnodes, might be, I don't know, purpley pinky color. Okay, just makes it a little bit easier to read, and it makes it really clear that there's a bit of progression there. So we're going from our central idea to a main idea to points connected to that. Now, it isn't unrealistic to think that you might need to add a little bit more annotation. So you might explain this in a little bit more detail, but fundamentally, this is how you would lay out a mind map. You'd lay it out like this on paper. You would lay it out like this if you were doing it digitally as well. Okay, hope you found that helpful. And that is that.